Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're doing day 13 and our final day of my 13 days of Halloween series. We're going to be doing a little roller holder box, and I'm going to go ahead and show you through the process since I didn't do a pre-sample for this. So I kind of wrote down the measurements again because I had lost my original ones because I had already planned that I wanted to do this, and as a matter of fact I had purchased 2 of the Rolos and one of them got eaten by my little ones. So I was glad to save this one for this video today. So all I'm going to do is kind of show you through the process of what I normally do in order to create these cute little treats, either bags or boxes for you guys. So I went ahead and measured the Rolo, the height and the thickness, and then I went ahead and decided that I wanted to do a 4.5 by 7. And here you see me just trimming my piece of paper. I had edited it out because I had cut it wrong, but here I am again anyway. So I'm cutting it to size. Again, it's 4.5 by 7. And then you're going to go ahead and while you're cutting, since this guy cuts and scores, we're going to go ahead and start scoring. So we're going to score at 1 inch on both ends. And those will be the flaps that'll hold our chocolate inside the box. And then you're going to go ahead and flip it over and score at 1 again. And then on the 4.5 inch side, you're going to score at at half an inch. And then again at 1.5, 2.5, and 3.5. So at every inch interval to create the 1 inch sides. Okay. And once you went ahead and did this, you can kind of see the score lines on there. Now I'm going to put everything away. Well, actually first, I'm going to go ahead and cut all 4 sides that I'll be using for the box, and I'm using them at 3/4 of an inch by 4 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those to size. I got 2 pieces out of 1 strip, so I cut 2 strips, and you'll see me doing that shortly. So as I cut these down, I just want to go ahead and give you a big thanks for watching all my videos. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and I thank you very much for subscribing. And if you're watching this and you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel so I'm able to bring you more great either cards or treats. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you guys like to watch or see me do or learn how to do yourself. So thank you. And going back to what we're going to be doing today, once I have all my pieces cut, it's time for me to go ahead and score. So I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm going to score on all the score lines, and then I'll be able to take my scissors and cut so that we can start shaping our box. All right, so now that we went ahead and finished scoring, we're going to go ahead and cut both of the ends of that short piece, the half an inch piece, cutting those, and then I am trimming just a bit off the side there so you're not able to see them. And then I'm just go ahead and cutting all the way to the score line, to the first score line. Not that there is any other ones, but to that score line. And then I kind of wanted to do the one with the flap, but I forgot that you need an additional about a half an inch or so that the flap folds in. And so I cut it without realizing that I had forgotten to do that extra measurement. But it was easily remedied. I just went ahead and sealed the box on both ends, which is fine because I was going to use it as a gift anyway. So that's not going to be too much of a problem. You can always, when you get crafty like this, there's always a way to remedy if you have something that, goes wrong, or if you cut on the wrong spot, there's always a way to turn that into a positive thing. So, and that's kind of what I did with this box here. So I went ahead and sealed the edge, and I'm going to seal one of the edges just like you would normally do. And then I'm going to seal the other end. What I will try to do, because this one didn't work out the way that I kind of wanted it originally or originally intended it to, is I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do one for Christmas. Design a box with that cute little flap that folds in, and you can still open and close it without having to seal it with adhesive. So if you want to see me do that, please let me know in the comment section below. And I think I will try to plan something for Christmas. A Christmas tree. Again, I planned this box so that it would fit a Rolo, but if you guys find that you guys can find anything else that is similar sized, it'll fit in this box because it has a pretty good clearance. I didn't make it overly big, so it fits the Rolo quite fine without having to squish it in there. So I'm just adhering all 4 sides here. And then basically that's what I'm going to end up doing is just sealing the top. Once I put in my chocolate treat, I'm going to seal that end. And we'll be ready to do our sentiment. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the stamp set that I'm going to be using. I'm using something very tiny from Nights of Magic, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. The Trick or Treat. Oh, Hollow's Night Magic, sorry. And I'm just going to go ahead and use Memento Tuxedo black ink for it. And I'm also using a punch that you'll see shortly. This one is kind of great for when you have very narrow or very small spaces that you want to go ahead and still use a sentiment on. And that turned out pretty good. So then I'm going to go ahead and just take out my my punch. And then punch it out real quick. All right. And what I love about these punches is that they fold back in and you're able to just put them away flatter. So you can easily stack them or store them in an easier way. And so all I did was adhere it. I didn't use dimensionals. And I was trying to figure out a way to go ahead and add a little bit of bling since I didn't use any ribbon. And I went ahead and decided to just do rhinestones, plain rhinestones. I used the small size. And I just put one on each end to kind of frame that sentiment. And that was it basically. So I really hope that you've enjoyed today's tutorial, as it will be my last since today is Halloween. And happy Halloween to all of those of you that are celebrating. And I thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great day.